Even if you want to sit here and talk about the keep it up with the eras and everything like that, there's even some things that are unfair with that, because how is it that I'll use Kareem and Shaq, for example. Kareem was dominating his talent better. Well, no. Because Shaq was just fucking crazy. But Shaq played in a time with Hakeem Olajuwon and Tim Duncan, right? So, like, in terms of bigs, Kareem was able to destroy bigs at the 5 position far better than Shaquille O'Neal, mainly because there wasn't as much talent for him to go up against. Now, is that a knock on Shaq because he's going up against better talent and he lost to Hakeem Olajuwon in the finals? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's a knock on him at all. I don't think him not being how many times do people say that Kareem's a better defender than Shaq? All because of the bullcrap all NBA defensive teams. Because there was no one else to challenge for the all-NBA defensive teams besides Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the 70s or even the 80s, right? So in my head, does that really make him that much better of a defender? Mainly because he played in the era that they just weren't that good?
I say era tracking, bro. You can't do it that way because we play Shaq in this era. You play Shaq in this era, and Shaq may or may not be as dominant. But in this era, we might see a different Shaq because he might not see as much court time.
Yo,
right? Like
what?
Because he's not the shooter that these teams need now. That's why.
Oh,
he may not be the shooter that these teams need.
No, Justin.
He's dominant. He's dominant. But these teams, the game relies on speed right now and shooting a lot more than it ever has.
Magic Shaq was running up and down that floor. I know you remember Magic Shaq.
Magic Shaq I'm talking about Lakers Shaq.
But even then, what do you think Magic Shaq is going to be doing to centers that are under 230, that are under 250?
The game is different, though. That's
He's
what I'm
destroying them. He's not going to go through a minutes restriction.
So what you think? You think he plays the same game now as he did back then?
I think he would have to definitely. His stamina and his tempo would have to be faster. 1,000%. We could work on that. That's conditioning. I can make him. You can condition somebody better than adding a skill. Come on, bro. We can condition somebody. We can condition somebody easier.
You just talking about Larry Bird keeping up with the pace, and now with Shaq, we can condition him, right?
No, he's too slow to not get cooked defensively. He's too laterally quick. Is terrible. He can't do that. Yeah. Now Shaq is gonna get cooked defensively. I'm not gonna sit here and defend that. He will, right? A lot of that is probably effort too. But we're just keeping it up with the pace. We just need to big up his conditioning a bit. So get him up tempo and everything. Get him in that Miami Heat jersey. You feel me? Put him through a little meal plan and weight plan. And we're good with that. We're good with the conditioning. I'm sorry. When you have he's probably going to be what, 280, 270?
I mean, he was pushing almost 400. So the thing is, but we can't say for one player, oh, we're gonna take it and it's cool. You know, it's gonna be the same across the board. But for Shaq, be like, oh, you're gonna drop 150 pounds and play at a whole different.
He did drop 150 pounds.
100 pounds, whatever you want to call it. He's not gonna drop 100 pounds and be. We got to play their arc out the exact same way. You put Shaq in there, prime Shaq when he was averaging 33 points a game, 12 boards, whatever the hell the numbers were at the time when he was peak Shaq, 01 Shaq, 2000 Shaq.
But that's
you
the
put
thing.
That in today's game, it's not the same player.
But that's the thing, Justin. Like, I'm not even saying Shaq has to do anything crazy. I'm not even giving you peak Shaq. I'm giving you a Shaq that wasn't even in his peak, and a Shaq that's not even in his peak. An athlete could lose 10 pounds. Like, come on, bro. Like, an athlete could lose 10 pounds. I'm pretty sure he was around like 290 when he was like 290 or like 300 around when he was in Orlando. So he could be down to 180 or like 180. I mean, 280, 285, right? That's all we need him to be. And then, bro, you have a 280-pound man of pure muscle. He's going to be bulldozing through everybody. And at the end of the day, as much skill there is in the league, bro, you know how big I am on Shaq's peak, man. Yeah. So even though like I think the shooting will completely fine because the amount of players in today's league that will have to be in foul trouble, that would be, and he doesn't have to worry about any other type of size besides him. He's destroying them. It's drop step every time.
We got two players, Dub. You mentioned 280 pounds of pure muscle and just destroying the competition. This is no hate towards Shaq. I want that to be 100% clear. I'm a Laker fan.
Don't tell me you're gonna sit here and say his name.
You want to hear both of their names?
Does it start with a Z?
Number one. There's 280 pounds of pure muscle. There's one name that starts with a Z. It's 4 letters.
Oh, my God.
Zion Williamson. You talked about how it's unstoppable. Yes, he's 27 and 9 type guy. And I know Shaq is a
There's
whole
no
different
way.
player. We also have another player who was a former MVP who had to change his game. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Same thing. Had to change his game. He had to become more of a shooter, more of a perimeter guy, because guess what? That wall was built in Miami, and he had to change the game up.
All right, let me explain.
So tell me what's going to be the difference with Shaq. Tell me what's
I'll tell you why.
I'll
tell you, because Shaq ain't going to be playing like he a fucking 3. That's the reason why Giannis be having to have that jump shot and everything. He want to act like he a point guard, or you want to act like he a point forward.
A skinnier Shaq would be doing the same shit. He was dribbling the ball up the court. He played facilitator sometimes. He would be a skinnier Shaq will be very similar to how Giannis was about 3 years ago.
Hell no. Shaq ain't, listen, even though Shaq can, I'm not going to sit here and say he couldn't dribble the ball. A team ain't going to sit here and just be like, yo, Shaq. Because Giannis started out as a small forward, then went to shooting guard, then went to PG. Like, he's always been playing like a forward. Like, that's just been him. Shaq, bro, all the team has to do is, Shaq, you can handle it like similar to Jokic. You can handle it a bit and everything like that. But, bro, we could do some dribble handoffs, but you fiend in that post, brother. You go down there, you drop step. See, you want to know what hurts Giannis? His post game is weak. His post game is no moves. He don't even have one. His post game is weak as shit. So Giannis has no choice but to play like a 3. Shaq, bro, once he drops steps through a 230-pound nowadays.
Yeah, but he's not doing it the same way he was in the early 2000s before this illegal defense. So teams can also collapse the paint a little bit better with Shaq now, right? Because before didn't have zone defense. No, he didn't play zone until after he was with Miami. That's when they was
going through a zone in the Lakers.
What was it? 03? That's when exactly, and that's when he struggled with the Pistons. 04, that was the first year you played zone defense.
No. They were playing.
What was it? What year was it?
No. They implemented zone, I think 2000.
I thought it was 04. Maybe I'm wrong. So maybe I'm wrong on the dates. You can check me on the dates.
No, 04. I think you're confusing because like 05, it was like 05, 06 is when they completely eliminated hand checking.
Yeah, that's so combination of hand checking and zone defense. My point is that defense has got a lot more aggressive right there in the 03-04 era. And when it comes down to Shaq, that's also when we saw his prime, unfortunately, kind of stop, right? But the kind of player he is, I think he could still get 30. I'm not saying he wouldn't still be a good player, but would he be the Shaq that we came to know and recognize as a top 10 player in the league? I don't know that he becomes that. I don't know that he becomes that in this era. And that's what I'm trying to say is that when we try to gauge these eras sometimes, I think that we're doing ourselves a disservice.
Zone defense was allowed in 2001, 2002.
Okay.
I believe that was the year. Was that the year they won that year? Hold up. Was it the year?
He won that year against the Nets. Or was it either the Nets or the Pacers?
You said we.
No, Pacers was in 2000. 2001 was Sixers. 2002 was the Nets.
2002 they won. So they three-peated. That was when they three-peated. They went to the finals again.
Yeah.
But Shaq played great.
Nets.
Yeah.
Weak ass Nets.
But yeah, Shaq won 2 rings even after the zone. So and he was still
dominating. But he was a secondary piece on that team, though, on the Miami team.
Yeah, in the Miami team he was.
And he was only one. He was only one. Well, yeah. So he won 1 with the Lakers and then 1 with the Heat. And like I said, I also think that it's like the teams they defend differently now. That's my main thing.
I'll give you this. It's gonna be more. I'll give you this because the amount of like blitzes and attention they give, it's a lot like more different looks than they give back then. So like I'll give you where in terms of passing, that can be a flaw that he needs to figure out. And I'm not even giving him that. I'm giving him, bro, you're 280 to 90 pounds of pure muscle. There's no one in the league to guard you. You know how much of a mismatch that is, Justin? Like, bro, you literally
it's not as big a mismatch as you think.
Bro, a team, all they have to do, you can have fucking, not even him. Put Kobe White on the crew. Put him on the Bulls right now.
Yeah.
I guarantee, all the Bulls have to do, keep the game slow. Yo, Shaq, we waiting for you, brother. Come here, send me a pick. Set you a pick.
Ain't gonna work like that.
Do a DHO. You cut to the basket. You're posted up. How your switches happen. Throw it to you. Boom. Easy.
You're not playing like that because then the Warriors come back and hit a 3. You go down to Shaq in the post again. That's 2 points. They come back down. Warriors hit another 3.
But they're slowing
all of a sudden
the
a tight game. You're down by 4 now. It don't work like that.
They slowing the game. I guarantee you, if he's on the Bulls, they're probably going to be one of the best teams in the East.
They not a championship. They're not gonna win a championship with Shaq as their main guy in this era. They would need a very good complementary piece, or they'd have to do exactly what the Bucks did and surround him with like other superstar caliber talent. You're not going to just get it done with Kobe and Shaq. Well, you could do Kobe and Shaq in this era, but it would be a lot harder for Shaq to be prime Shaq, like top 10 Shaq in this era, man. It wouldn't. And in the foul line too, he had to go to the foul line, like. So you can say you could be a free throw merchant in this era. He wouldn't want that.
The other team's going to be getting fouled out from that position. And in an era in a league right in hell, bro, Justin.
How is Shaq going to defend? How's Shaq going to defend the stretch fives? The fives that go out there, and he'd have trouble with probably Embiid on the perimeter.
He'll have trouble. Oh no, he is. I think anybody will have trouble.
You know what I'm saying?
Embiid is that man's a killer, bro. I'm not going to hold you.
I'm just saying era. That's why it's tough for the eras, in my opinion.
It ain't tough. I'm telling you how it's going to happen.
So who'd be better in this era, Shaq or Embiid?
That's tough. Well,
Shaq a top five. Shaq will be a top five player. So
Shaq is healthy.
Would Shaq be in this era?
So Shaq would be healthy. So Shaq would definitely be like probably the best player in the league.
You think Shaq would be the best player in the league in this era, like outside of LeBron?
If Jokic is the best, I don't know why Shaq wouldn't be the best. If Jokic is the best player, if people think that Jokic is the best player in the league, there's no reason to think that Orlando Shaq wouldn't be the best player in the league right now. Miss me with that bullshit. Jokic can't guard a cone.
Orlando Shaq wasn't the best Shaq then.
That's what I'm saying.
That Shaq was LA Shaq when he was on the weight.
I'm saying not even the best Shaq would be the best player in the world.
Nah, there ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way. Like you gotta think the guys like Giannis, the guys like Jokic, Embiid, they're shooters too. And then Embiid's a defender too. Giannis is a defender too.
Don't get me on Jokic's fake ass shooting. Don't get me on Jokic's fake ass shooting.
He's a good shooter for a big. What are you talking about?
Oh, for mid?
For a big. There ain't no mid.
No.
Jokic's mid. Come on, bro.
No.
What are we talking about right now?
Don't get me started on Jokic's trash ass 3-point shot. You want to see it? You want to see it? You want to see me get started, bro? That he had a bull crap run in 2020. What was it? When they won? He had a bull crap run in 2023, bro. When they sat here and he shot 46% from three in the postseason. I've never seen that in my life from him. Because you want to know what he did the year before, Justin? From three? On 3 threes a game?
Go ahead, let me hear.
27. Trash. You want to know what he did?
You asking the center to shoot, bro. He's part of his game. Like
27%.
You expecting me at 40% at center?
If we're going to classify him as a good shooter, we're going to expect 27?
He a good shooter for a center. Go ahead and get Shaq there. You think Shaq's hitting 27%, 40%?
Nah, but he going 60 from the field.
Shaq really hit that shit from the free throw line.
He going 60 from the field on like 18 to 20 attempts a game. And the team's getting fouled out.
I don't know. That's a good combo, though. That's a good combo. Shaq in this era, man, because I think he would still be elite. Like, he's still an elite player, but would he be top 10 Shaq that we come to know and realize universally? I think he'd be close. I just don't know, man. I feel like he might. Like, Giannis, to me, does a lot of the same shit, just dominating. He's not as dominant as Shaq was in his era, but Giannis does a lot of the same things dominating-wise. What hurts Giannis, interesting to see, man.
What hurts Giannis is the fact that what hurts Giannis is just literally like the post. Like, because he plays so much, he tries to play so much almost like a LeBron, bro, where it's like, bro, that's not you. You long as hell, you over here athletic as hell, and probably nobody in the league can really stop you when you're posted up and stuff. You need to sit here and really like go cook in the post, bro. But he's not really good at that either. He doesn't have good touch. He doesn't have great touch, and that's always kills him. Shaq got good touch.
Yeah, you got a championship playing that way, so I ain't mad at Giannis.
Oh my god,
I ain't mad at Giannis, bro. You got a championship playing that way. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him.